welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you this is it worth trying video. It's actually I get a product or something that I've been using lately consistently, and for me it depends. It could be 2 months, it could be a year that I've been using the product that I'm going to talk about. And basically what I do is I give you a rundown of everything that I love about this product, everything that I don't like about it, what the company promises that it will do, and what it actually delivered for myself. So by the end of the video, I would let you know if this is a product that it works good enough. So I would recommend you to at least give it a shot, or if this is something that you should just pass. So today I'm going to share with you this is it worth trying about this brush. It's called the Skinvigorating by Mary Kay, and it's basically their Clarisonic, or their version of the Clarisonic, which is a lot cheaper because this is only $50. So I'm going to let you know how well this works. And so if you're interested in knowing my thoughts on it, then just keep watching this video. Thanks. About the brush itself, it's nylon bristles and they have a round shape on the top, so actually it doesn't really hurt your skin, and it's very soft. What I do is I barely touch my skin and it will go around. It's not like Clarisonic that goes back and forth. This will go actually around that. So it also says that it's waterproof, and I've been using it in the shower, I've been using it while I was taking a bath, I've been using it in my sink. It is really waterproof. I mean, in my opinion, it's waterproof. But the only thing that I should say is that once I dropped it, this thing came off. So I mean, it still works. I put batteries in it and it still works, but you have to be really careful if you're gonna use it in the shower like I did and I broke it. You'll probably have to apply some tape like I did, and this is also for preventing my kids to take my batteries, so it's like a multi-purpose kind of thing. So to apply, or how I use this brush, is basically I put it under the water, I get this wet, and then I apply my favorite cleanser, which right now I'm using one from Mary Kay. I just put it there, put it underneath the faucet, and then get my face wet as well, and then I just turn this on and I just massage it all over my skin. And like I said, I mean, it doesn't have a timer, but I usually go this way, get the largest parts of my face, and then I spend a little more time on my nose and maybe this chin area. It's where I get my breakouts the most. So if you feel like it's drying the cleanser that you're using, just make sure you wet this once again and keep doing it until you get some kind of foamy, or that's what I try to get with all the cleansers that I have, some kind of foamy cleanser, and that way I can feel like it's not getting all the moisture out of my skin, and at the same time it's cleaning and doing its job. And then what I do is just get some warm water and rinse off my skin, and it's really soft. You can notice the difference, and at the same time it's so clean that it's ready for your skincare routine. So this lightweight 2-speed power brush gently massages as it thoroughly cleans skin, removing residue, dirt, and makeup in seconds. So yes, it does have 2 speeds. One, it's slower than the other one, but I don't quite get it because I've been doing my research and I can't find on their website the specifications, or why would you use it slower or, you know, more fast. I just don't get why, because they don't really explain on their website. But I guess it is what it's saying right here is that you can choose if you want something more gentle and slower, or if you want something faster. So basically I mean, it does have 2 speeds. I don't know what's the difference between one and the other one. I've always been using it on the lower speed because my skin is very sensitive, and I don't really wanna, if I'm gonna be using something every single day, I think it better be something gentle enough so I don't get any, I don't know, weird reactions on my skin, especially around this time of the year where I've been having a lot of dry skin. Also, it says that it will remove your makeup and impurities in seconds, and that's totally right, because after you use this, your skin is very clean. You can feel it like squeaky clean, but at the same time it's not dry. And of course this depends on the kind of cleanser that you're going to use. If you're going to use a very harsh, you know, cleanser on this brush, then it will probably dry you a little bit more. But this, as it is, with whatever cleanser that I've been using, I haven't noticed anything like tightening or really making my skin feel like it's dead after each cleaning. And yes, I can totally say that I can still see some makeup coming off on this brush after I remove my makeup with my regular cleanser or with a makeup wipe. So it really does deep clean my skin, and it does it in seconds because it's only 15 seconds. You do the right cheek, 15 seconds the left one, you do 15 seconds for the nose, the chin, and this area, and then 15 seconds for the forehead. So it's not a long process, you can do it pretty fast. Having said that, it doesn't have a timer like the Clarisonic does. This one doesn't. So you have to really calculate, or keep a watch close by, and just to make sure that you're gonna do the 15 seconds. I've used it for a longer period. Sometimes I do it for like 2 minutes because I'm into cleaning my skin that day, or if I have extra time, or if I'm gonna apply a mask and I want to make sure that my pores are really open and clean. I usually do it longer, and it doesn't really irritate my skin or does anything crazy to my skin that it may dry it out or anything like that. I think the 15 seconds is just a recommendation, but you can actually personalize how you use this specific brush. So the second one, it says that it removes makeup 85% better than the cleansing by hand or cleaning by hand. And I tried this, and what I do is I remove everything with a makeup wipe, and then I apply my Mary Kay cleanser, and then I do this, and I can still see makeup coming off. And this is what I think. My favorite foundation is my MAC Pro Longwear, but this one, it's very long wearing, and at the same time it's like a glue that sticks to your skin. So I think that usually when I use that kind of foundation, or any kind of full coverage foundation that I have in my collection, the foundation tends to go into my pores at least a little bit. If I'm going to be using a primer that it's actually going to fill in my pores, then of course it's going to be inside my pores. And I don't think I will be able to clean my skin to a pore level just by removing it with a makeup cleaning wipe or with just my regular cleanser. So basically with this brush, I can see that it removes everything from the inside. So my skin outside looks amazing because I just clean it with my cleanser, and I did with my makeup remover wipe. But after I use this, even though I already did all those steps, I can still see some makeup coming off this brush. And I've noticed it with the long wearing foundations the most, but with whatever foundation, I always see some makeup still coming off into that brush, especially when it's a long wearing one. So with this kind of brush, I feel like it cleans my pores very well, so I have better absorption of any of the products that I will apply afterwards. And then at the same time, I feel like I'm keeping my skin cleaner, and that the pores don't have any more room to grow, since I'm always removing whatever dirt I may have inside my pores or impurities that I have inside my pores, so I don't give the pores room to grow even bigger, especially during the summertime. And I've noticed a huge difference as far as my pores being normal, especially during the summertime that we're going right now. So for me, it works really well, and I totally believe that this makes the absorption of the products that you apply after the cleaning process 100% better. Before I bought it, my mother-in-law came home and with one of this, and she had a different head, and she was like, well, you have to try this before you buy it and see if it works for your sensitive skin and blah blah blah, but this is amazing. So I tried it, and honestly, I see a difference after the first use. My mom did too when she tried it before she bought it, and you can see the difference. You can feel the difference. The texture of your skin totally changes, and it transforms, I don't know, your skin immediately. I'm not saying that it's gonna get rid of wrinkles or your dark spots right away, but it's gonna make everything look better. It looks cleaner, and it makes, in my opinion, it makes everything look tighter. Like your pores, even though they're clean, it makes them look in a different way. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's exfoliating and it's getting rid of all those dead cells that usually tend to enlarge our pores and makes our skin look uneven. But this, I mean, from the first time I've used it, I fell in love with it because you can actually see the difference just after one use. It also said that it helps polish away the look of past skin damage for a more even looking complexion. And here's my thoughts on this. I am the kind of person that is always worrying about dark spots. I don't want to have them. I think that's one of the things that ages you the most. I don't think wrinkles age you as much as an even skin tone does. And when I was taking classes for skincare and makeup, I remember this makeup artist that would say all the time, it's not about the wrinkles, it's about the uneven skin or the dark spots. So make sure you cover all those so you can actually see a difference in your client or your customer or whoever you're doing the makeup on, and you are gonna make them look younger. And I absolutely think that's right, because I remember taking models, and every time I would take one, if they had like some kind of redness and I would even out that redness or cover that redness, they would look much better and younger. And even Hispanic people that usually have some kind of darkness on their skin, I'm not saying everybody does, but we tend to get more like dark spots, or we can get some freckles. So I remember taking people with really bad darkness on their skin, especially in this area, and I remember covering it with a great concealer, and they will look like 10 years younger. So I am a truly believer that you have to have an even skin tone in order to look younger, and maybe not worry about the other things. But I think that with this brush, even though it doesn't remove the dark spots or it doesn't remove the redness, what it actually does is keep your skin clean. So let's say, and I'm not talking about 6 months of dirt on your skin, but usually we start to collect dead skins on top of our skin. So if you have any kind of dark spots, what it's gonna do is, you know, the dead skin is going to collect all over your face, but especially on that area it's going to be more noticeable, and with the sun that's going to dry and it's going to be even more noticeable. So if you keep your skin exfoliated or cleaner, that will give you the impression that you have an even skin tone, so it's not going to get as dark and it's not going to be as pronounced or noticeable as if you were just not exfoliating your skin. So yes, I do think that this makes your skin looks even, just because it doesn't let any dead skin to collect on top of your skin, and that makes a huge difference as far as evenness in your skin. It also says that it softens the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and I think that's actually true. I can't say that it's 100% sure, you know, true, because I don't have any wrinkles that I can notice. I have fine lines underneath my eyes, but I can't use this brush in that area because it's very delicate and I'm not about to do that. But I think that it makes sense, because since it actually removes the dead skin, it's not going to be as noticeable, the fine lines or the wrinkles that you have, because it's not going to collect dead skin on top of your skin and make it look more pronounced or more, I don't know, more wrinkle or deep wrinkle. Having said that, remember that this cleans your skin so you can absorb better, your skin can absorb better your skincare routine. So if you're doing some kind of anti-aging products, this is going to help you to absorb better your skin, and it will give you more of a chance to make those products, anti-aging products, work better for your skin. So I cannot show you a before and after and tell you yes, this will remove the wrinkles, but it makes sense of what it does to my skin right now. It also says that applies makeup evenly, and that's actually true. I use this in the morning and I use it at night. I use it in the morning especially because I have a very dry nose, especially during the summertime or this summertime. It's been really dry and it starts to crack all over my nose, and I don't know if it's the dry weather, it's because I'm outside about 6 hours a day in the park, but I don't know actually what it is, but my skin has been acting really weird, and if I don't exfoliate with this brush, I've noticed that my foundations used to, you know, tend to cling to that area unless it's a very moisturizing foundation. If I want to use a more full coverage foundation, long wearing foundation like the MAC one that I just show you right now, I need to use something that it will make my skin look healthy before I apply this, or it's gonna cling to those dry patches. So what I do every morning, I clean my skin with this, and then I apply a moisturizer that quickly absorbs into my skin. It doesn't matter how thick it is. After you use this, it will absorb, and then when you apply your makeup, it will apply more evenly, and I don't see any foundation or any product clinging to my dry patches. Number 7 says that with consistent use, skin overall appearance is dramatically enhanced. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that batteries, this is battery operated, and that's why it has this thing, because I'm going to tell you a little story. If you know me for any period of time, you know that batteries in my house are like gold. We're always hunting for batteries, even though I keep buying batteries. I have rechargeable batteries, I have regular batteries, and it seems like they can never last in my house. My kids use it for their games, for controls, for cars, for everything. So they got into the thing that they will take my batteries from here and use it for different things. So I was mad because the batteries, they weren't recharging the rechargeable ones, and I wasn't about to do it because I was mad. So I didn't buy batteries, and long story short, this one, it doesn't take the rechargeable ones, or they don't recommend you to use it with the rechargeable ones. So I didn't use it for a month. I don't remember if it was February or March, but I could see the difference after the month, and I went straight to Walmart and bought batteries, and I hid them because I can't live without this. You can see the improvement from the first day, and then on top of that, you will see an improvement by week. Every single week you'll see something different. You'll see how your skin is changing, how it's more even, how it's more soft, how your pores are not as noticeable. But this is something that you really need to be consistent. I use it twice a day. You don't have to use it twice a day, but you can use it once a day consistently every single night and remove all the residues, makeup, and dirt that your skin has. And that way you'll actually see a difference. So yes, I think that it does, perform better with the uses. I mean, from day one you'll see a difference, but if you continue to use it, your skin is going to totally change its appearance. So I want to touch up really quickly on this. Once again, the purpose of this brush is just to clean your skin. So it doesn't matter if you have acne, or if you have dry skin, or if you have sensitive skin, normal skin. It doesn't matter actually what your skin type is. What it matters is that this is going to clean your skin to the point that it's going to remove all the dirt, and it's going to help you absorb whatever skincare routine you have. So if you're going to use products for acne and you want to prevent breakouts, awesome, and you can use it after you clean your skin. If you're going to be using something really moisturizing because you have very dry skin, this is not going to affect the end result as far as skincare products you're going to be using after this. So amazing that this little product will work not only for dry skin, that we need to remove the dry skin or the dry patches, but also it's going to work for acne prone skin, and it's going to help it not only to clear just because it's going to keep it clean, but also helps all those ingredients that needs to be absorbed to the skin in order to remove any breakouts in the future. The only thing that I would complain about, and I think Mary Kay needs to find a better way about this, is the fact that it doesn't have a cap or a lid or something to keep this clean. What I do every single morning is I wash my face, and before I do that, I put a little bit of alcohol, I rub it in, and then with my clean hands, and then I wash it under warm water, and then I apply the cleanser and the water, and then I apply it on my skin and stuff like that, because it doesn't have something that it will keep it clean. So after I do that every morning, I remove this, I put it away in a little box, and then at night I have to do the same thing, put it back, put a little bit of alcohol, because I am obsessed about keeping my skin clean and not adding more bacteria to it. So I feel like if I'm going to take the time to deep clean my pores, it better be clean, because I want to make sure that I get the best out of all, the brush itself. So that's the only thing that I would complain about. That, I mean, I wish they would have some kind of sanitizer thingy. You know how the my electric brush toothbrush that it has like a sanitizing thing that you can put you can get the head out and you put it there and it's clean. I leave it there all day, and then at night when I'm going to brush my teeth, I just put it back, and you know, it's clean and it's not been exposed to everything in my bathroom. That's what I think they should come up with, even if it's more expensive, because this will last you a really, really long time. Another thing is that it comes with 2 of these heads when you buy the product, and with the 2 heads and this itself, it's $50 plus taxes, and then each of these is $10, and you have to replace it every 3 months. But once you see that this is starting to go inwards, it's just gone, so you have to replace it. But $10, I don't think it's really expensive. You can replace it and it will work amazingly. I mean, I have no complaints about this. I really hope you enjoy this Is It Worth Trying edition. I have a lot more products that I have been requested to do some kind of review, and I think this is the best way to review a product. And like I said before, it may get me some time to get, you know, try the product. It may take me 6 months, but I will get back to you with all my thoughts and everything that I believe in how it works for myself. So if you really enjoyed this series, please remember to thumbs up this video before you go. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.